Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another new project. Um, this is another iconic wardboard, one that's been in the stash for some time now, squealing at me to build, and I give in. So let's jump down to the desk and see how I get on. Hey guys, so here we are at the desk, and yeah, it's another Airfix 172 scale Junkers Stuka. Um, yeah, very iconic aircraft of World War II from the German point of view. The Stuka dive bomber. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm building, and here's the progress I've got on so far. So um, here's the underside of the cockpit. So this is built. So the cockpit, the two fuselages come together, and then this pops it up underneath it. So I've just finishing off painting. What I done, I put down like a black primer, and then I put this RLM grey XF22 over the top. Now I didn't flood it. I tried to let some of the black come through, and I've painted up that cockpit. Bit of detail, a bit of chipping in that, and I varnished that. So that's that done. The fuselage sides now. So same thing. Bit of black primer and then that XF22 over it. Not too much. And then painted the cockpit wall. The cockpit wall separate the fuselage, so you stick that on, and then I put in a few colours there. And a bit of chipping. The instrument panel is just a decal, so let's pop that in. And yeah, pretty happy the way that's turned out. The same on the port side as well of the fuselage. Again, the wall was stuck in, and then I've just added a bit of random color just to give it some detail. Hopefully you can see that. Might bring it up a bit closer to the camera. So what I did is, yeah, I said again as the XF22, and then done a bit of painting, put in a bit of a wash, and some chipping, and yeah, it's turned out quite well. Happy enough with that. Um, so what I was saying earlier there, so the two fuselage sides go together like so. So I'll just dry fitting these at the minute. So that looks like a pretty good fit at the minute. And then this is really genius. Like I think it's really well the way they go. And then this pops in like that on the underside. And that's a dry fit, and that's a pretty good fit there. I'm pretty happy with that. And there you go. There you have it, sort of set up. Quite ingenious. So there you are. That's the progress so far, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the two halves together, and then attach the wings. That's an important bit. So I'll get back to you. Thanks. Okay, so back to the desk for a bit of progress. As you can see, I've started to put on the wings here, and finished up the fuselage. That's a nice join there, though I can still see it. I'm not sure whether the Stuka had a join up the middle. Um, you can see I've put in some of those panel lines again. So just a bit of demo tape and a scriber. Yeah. So yeah, pretty happy with the way that's turned out. Put on the first wing. So it's a sort of two stage process. So I'll just use the port wing. So it pops in there like that, and then that goes on the underside. As you can see, that's not a bad joint there. Maybe just a bit of filler. I'll pop in a bit of filler there, a bit of putty or something, uh, to clean that up onto the underside now. That's quite a good fit too. So I mean, it's went together really well this week. Really enjoying it. So there you are. So let me crack on and finish off the rest of the construction. Cheers. Okay, guys. Back at the desk now, just for another further update on the Stuka by Airfix 172 scale. So as you can see, I've made great progress, just sticking on the canopy after masking it up. Got the wings on, pretty much all the build done. I have a few other bits and pieces already painted up here, like the prop. Just need to put the spinner on, and then the shrouds, I think they call them, for the landing gear. Is that what you call them? These hairpins, these yokes? I think these are shrouds, so they're painted up in their final colours. As I wanted to keep the underside clear for doing the um the underside. I'm going to use this light blue by Vallejo. I'm going to try and use all Vallejo colours here on this. Just spraying them on. That's Vallejo Model Air. So they're ready to go in the airbrush. No thinning needed. They're quite good. So oh sugar, another disaster. Just hit that. Did you see that? Just hit that. Bloody broke. Fix that in a wee minute. Numpty. Anyway, so yeah, so done the underside. That's all good. Few glue marks. Hopefully the paint will cover that up. Put on the canopy. I must say it's quite a tight fit. Quite a tight fit indeed. I'll maybe put on a bit of sponge there to block that off. Oh, maybe I'll put that in and maybe just tape up, mask off the gun, and then I just need to put on the windscreen, and then it'll be good to go. Just one wee thing here on the side, this side of the cowling. There's a bit of a lip. Now I don't think it's a kit because it's really went together quite well. I think it was me in my positioning. I've offset that. I don't know where the camera will pick that up. That wee lip there, you can just see it. If I use my knife here, just hit along here. It's along here. It's just a wee bit of a step, bit of half a millimeter. Bit of disappointing, but anyway, it is what it is. But there you are, guys. So there was a wee bit of a gap here. I've just put in some filler, not much to shout about, but just belt and braces approach. So basically that's part one, guys, the construction. Must say I really enjoyed building this wee aircraft now. Really good. So look out for part two. When I'll start the priming and obviously the best bit, the painting and the camouflage. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. The usual YouTube stuff, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is, comments, good and bad. It's all constructive. And until next time, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Hi guys. So welcome to part two. Back to death. So just gonna start the priming process here with the wee Stuka. And I'm using Mr. Surfacer 1500 weight, and sort of like a 50-50 mix with the thinner, which I can't remember. So just nice light coats, building up the capacity. And if you can see there, the back end window, I haven't put any foam in there. Hopefully I got away with it, but bit of an error on my behalf. So just going around the whole aircraft here with this sweet primer coat, nice and light, and then give it a good base. This stuff goes down really well, very smooth, no problems at all, and it's really nice. The pressure on the PSI is about 15-16. And as I said, the mix is just like a 50-50 mix. So gives it a good base. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe use a black and go over some lines to give some pre-shading sort of darkness, if you like, lines, particularly on the underside, because I'll be doing that with a light grey type of thing, RLM 65. So yeah, they're just taking this nice and handy, nice wee light session. It uses quite a lot of primer. You'll see in a minute here I have to fill the cup again. But really relaxed. Love doing this part of modelling, the painting. It's very satisfying. Even though it's a small aircraft, it does take. There you go. So I've just run out of paint, and I've pre-mixed it in this wee jar that I have, and I just pop it in again, no mess, and give it a wee blow, and we're off again, and just continuing this now. So I'll shut up now, and I'll let you just watch the rest of it. Cheers. Hi guys, so just doing a bit of post shading here with black XF1, sort of quite thin down, low pressure. As you can see, it took the nozzle off, and just trying to highlight the panel lines here. Doesn't have to be very accurate, but I think you see what I'm trying to do. Just give a bit of details. Yeah, that's good. So just go around the whole aircraft. So it's a bit heavy, that one. Just the outline, the clamps. I know that the camouflage on the Stuka is quite dark anyway, but um, I hope to let these come through, and just gives a nice effect. Um, there you go. They are. Too bad. Let me crack on this, guys. Okay, guys, so finished off that wee exercise there with post shading all over the aircraft. Didn't take too long. So the plan is then to put on this RLM 65 on the underside, and just light coats so that post shading or pre shading, sorry, will come through and give a nice effect. And I'll do the same on the upper fuselage as well. Even though it's quite a dark camouflage scheme, but hopefully that'll come through. Okay, guys. So I'm about to put on the light blue. This RLM 65 by Model Air. So said before, this doesn't need any mixing or anything. or any thinners. So just giving it a bit of a shake, and then I'm just going to pop it into the cup of the airbrush. So, you know, right away, so we don't get any mess. The white shampoos over here. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to lightly brush, spray on, spray this over the spray this over the underside, and let's have a go. Now the plan is here that this shading that I've done previously comes through. Nicely. So that's not too bad. I'll maybe do another coat that sort of I still think that's a bit harsh. Um, but let me just do the other wing here now, the other side. Yeah, that's I like that. That's nice. You can see the effect I'm trying to get. So I'll just do another pass on this side. Machine. Yeah, that's pretty happy with that. Don't want to go too much. So let me crack on with this, guys. Right, guys. So I've done the underside of the aircraft, and I think that's come out quite well. I hope so. Anyway, maybe what do you guys think? So mastered off best I can to put on the upper coat, and we're doing this scheme here. We're doing this Vulcans 1940-41 scheme. I'm not even going to pronounce those names because I make a hash of. So the first thing is going to go on. I'm going to put on this 71 RLM 71. So it's dark green. Um, yeah, I think that's the right one to put on because the next coat is darker. Um, and then if I put on the darker green or the darker color first, it would have been hard to cover. That makes sense for the camouflage. Anyway, so I popped some of that dunkel gel, I think they call it. Dunkel gel? Yeah, dunkel gel. So pop some in the cup. You can maybe hear the compressor going around. So same again. I want to just try and get a nice um a nice coat and show some of that pre-shading coming through. So here we go. Just nice light even coat over the whole thing. Just building up the opacity. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. I might give it another coat or two, um, just to ensure, but that's getting there. It's the vision I'm looking for. So let's try again. Yeah, that's spot on. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'll just leave it with that. Wings. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with the way that's turned out. And I'll just do the same now on the other ones. And I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys. Guys, welcome back to another further update on the Stuka 172 scale. As you can see, I put down gosh, what was it? The RLM 71. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. I put this one down. Let that thoroughly dry, and do you know what? I'm really pleased the way that's turned out. That's what I was after. That sort of the black coming through. I think I haven't spread as much sort of here, um, but that's okay. As you can see, I'm starting to mask it up. I I don't have proper masks. I was going to try and say a word there, but it failed. So it's quite complicated from the patterns, but I'm trying to do the best I can just with the tape. But I just wanted to show you that before I did that. So let me get on with this, and then I'll put down the RLM 70, which is the I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but it's that one there. And the Tamiya equivalent is black green, but I'll use these Vallejo Model Air ones. No thinners, straight into a cup, and I'll just try and keep that effect, that sort of darkness coming through. I don't know whether that'll be achieved when you're putting down a darker paint, but anyway, we'll see how we get on. All right, guys, cheers. Hey guys, so I'm just taking off the masking uh, on the Stuka. I've just put down the RLM 70, the dark green, um, and I've just literally just pulled that off. Hopefully you can see that. That has turned out okay. Um, I actually thought that the RLM 70 would have sort of dis discolored it, if want for a better word, but it's actually quite nice. So I'm gonna pull the rest of these off here. I'll just try and be as careful as I can to see what we've got. Hopefully not too much bleeding under the masking tape. Um, tweezers here. I don't want to try and scrape the paintwork. So that's quite nice. I quite like that. It's quite subtle. Let me just pull off the side here. See how that. I've tried to get it as close as I can to the pattern in the instructions. But it wasn't too bad. Round the front isn't that accurate. I just put on best I could. Bit of bleed there, but I like the way it's went down. It's quite nice. Yeah, it's a bit of bleed there, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's good. It's always nerve wracking when you're doing this, especially on camera. But I thought I would show you guys how we got on, and that's not too clever. Whatever's happened there, I think that's maybe I think that's maybe the black still coming through, so I'm okay with that. Um, let's do the stabilizers here. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's not too bad at all, he said. So yeah, that's all right. I'm happy with that. As I said, it's not the pattern isn't exactly what it is on the instructions, but it's sort of that zigzag random motion. But yeah, all good. So guys, I just want to show you that there. So I'll finish off taking off the rest of this masking tape, and that's basically part two finished. So thanks for hanging about if you've stayed this long. So look out for part three. Well, when I'll put on the decals, give it a bit of a varnish, and then try some weathering and get it on to final reveal. Okay, thanks again for watching. Take care. Cheers, and welcome back to part three in the series of the Airfix 172 scale Stuka. In this episode, hope to do a bit of weathering, maybe a bit of chipping, and some maybe a bit of a heavy wash, and then some final reveal pictures. So see you at the desk. Cheers. Hi guys. Yeah. So I'm just putting this Fury heavy wash, thick, uh, thick dark dirt. Yeah. I can never remember the name of it. So just putting this all over the underside, just to give it a bit of a weathering. Um. So just rub it well into all the panel lines, etc., and all the detail. And that should give us a nice effect. So what I generally do, I just leave it for a couple of minutes. Um, People leave it longer, but I find it's difficult to get off if I leave it any longer than a couple of minutes. But so that's the plan. So I just make sure that's all well into all the panel lines and any detail, and then leave it for a few minutes. There you go. Okay, guys. So I've left it for a few minutes now. This wash. So now just trying to remove it as best I can. There's obviously a few places where I just need to use the cotton bud, but generally just a kitchen towel, damp, and just rub it off, and hopefully it'll go into the places where we want it to go. Um, and as you can see, that really gives us a nice effect. So it does. I think anyway. So you can see it highlights the lines, any panel lines. Oh, didn't like the sound of that. But, so that's good. Some guys leave it a bit longer, but I've done that in the past and I've found it really difficult to get off. So I only leave it a couple of minutes now. Especially when we've got a lot of wee details, you might damage something. But you can see the effect that gives us there. And if you get a wee bit of a stubborn bit, I just lightly damp the tissue and rub it, and it helps it come off. So yeah, that's coming up well. Alright, I just realised I was probably out of camera there, so I was shot. But you get the idea, guys. You get the idea. Okay, so let me get on with this, guys. Then. Okay, thanks. So, guys, I've finished the underside. I think you agree that's a nice wee effect. I'm pretty happy the way that's turned out. Yeah, good. So just flick it on to the upper 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 wings and fuselage. So I'll just show you what I do. I'll give this a bit of a shake, and then I normally just use the what's in the cap, and then um just spread it liberally over the wing. Yeah, try and get in all the gaps. Obviously those decals went down quite nice, although I had a bit of an issue with that one. The H had its mind of its own. Well, I think it was me actually. I probably put my thumb on it or something. But you know, generally they went down very well. So I'll just show you here this top wing, this wing here. So basically that's it. So you've seen this before, guys. So I won't bore you too much. So we'll do the same all over the aircraft and then let it sit for a couple of minutes and then brush it off. So let me get on with it. All right, thanks. Okay, guys. So another wee update on the Stuka. I've done all the dark wash with the Flurry wash. So that's all over the aircraft, and I've wiped all that off, and that's a nice effect I have there now at the minute. I'm really happy with that. So now I'm going to do a bit of sponge chipping. So a bit of sponge, and then I think I'm using actually a 56. I can't remember the name, but anyway. So what I do is just dip it in the top there. Well, I was going to use tweezers, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to use my hands, and then just dab any excess off on the paper towel, and then just go around areas where I think the crew would have been walking, or the maintenance team would have been climbing all over the aircraft, and the hatches. So there you are. I'm just dipping it in. There you are. I'm taking off the excess now, and then just dipping it across. Hopefully this comes out. I was a wee bit overzealous, especially at the black stripes there for getting into the aircraft. I think a bit too much, but there you go. It is what it is. So just going around it, dabbing. Now this is one technique. Guys use a brush, or you can use there. I've just picked it up. You see these lock and load pencils from Ammo. These give you these give you like a different shape. So I'm mixing this up. So I'm just gonna sort of make wee lines and scrolls around certain areas that would maybe get a bit more attention on the upper wings here and whatnot, and just give it that realistic effect that it's been used more in aircraft. So just wee tiny scrapes. So yeah, working away on that, and then I'm doing the leading edge as well. Obviously to show that the wing, the leading edge of the wing would get chipped with the use. There you are. Hi guys, so welcome back to the desk. Another wee update on the Stuka. Basically, I think I'm finished, guys. So let me just run through what I've done. So I put on that Flurry dark dirt wash all over the aircraft. And then I done a bit of chipping. I think I was a wee bit zealous on this side. I don't think that's naturally looking, but hey ho, it is one of those things. I then done a bit of soot marks over the wings from the exhausts. You can barely make that out on the top of the wing, but however, on the underside of the wing, I think you just see it there along that side. Started putting in the ordnance, and that decal slipped. Oh dear. Putting on the undercarriage here now. I've got the propeller assembly organized, so I've done a bit of chipping there on the blades, and then a wee bit on the white spinner. Um, just putting the gun together, and I was cleaning it, and it broke, the same as the aerial broke. Just looks a bit nasty. I'll maybe try and see if I can thin that down a bit, but I'm scared to touch it in case it snaps off again. So basically that's it. Just need to take off the canopy masks, and put the propeller on, and put those bombs on, and then put that in the back. That goes in the back, and that's it. I think we're done. Um, so yeah, all good. So there you are, guys. I'll put up a couple of wee pictures when I completely finish it, and get the aerial on as well. I'd like to do that, but there you are. That'll be the end of this project, and the final reveal for the Airfix 172 scale Stuka. Once again, thanks very much for coming along. If you've made this far, well done. And you give us your usual YouTube stuff: thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe. You know the drill by now. But until the next time, thanks very much. Take care. Happy modeling. Cheers.